We just watched Disturbia. We finished probably 20 minutes ago. What happened?
Even Stevens was kicked out of school and started watching people, which you wouldn't be able to make anymore because guys can't watch girls in movies anymore. And then, he was watching her, and then, he was like, oh, kind of like needed to get the mail. And then she was like, oh, here it is. And he's like, whatever. And then, his friend tried to get into the car, but did get into it and tried to get his friend had to get into the garage opener, and he sent even Stevens the code over the phone, and then he left, and then later on, I think even Stevens kissed the girl next door, and then. So even Stevens kissed the girl next door, and then his friend I think was like, "I lost my phone," so they had to go into his house, the guy's house, the guy that one of the guys that even Stevens was watching, and then so he got into the house, and was in the garage, or whatever, and then it was the garage door started coming, it was up 2 feet and started coming down. And the guy was like, oh no, the garage door is shutting. And then the camera went kind of weird, and you just seen the guy run through the house as if someone was chasing him, but you never see someone chasing him. It was and that was even Steven's friend. He was Asian. Not that it mattered, but he was even back then. It wasn't just white people in movies. They cast many. Well, no, because you think now it'd just be now is the only time that minority, but back then minorities. There was minorities. There was a couple minorities. There's Hispanic cop. Oh right, the Hispanic cop, and even Stevens at the very beginning got kicked out of school for punching his Hispanic teacher, and the cop, he was like, Guerrero? He's like, yeah, that Spanish teacher you hit was my cousin, but they were really different ages, so it was I don't know, I know Hispanics have lots of kids or whatever, so I just don't know how there was such a big age difference, because I thought it'd be more it was if he was oh, that's my I don't know. But then, so the guy was in the garage. Wait, sorry. Okay, the guy was in the garage, and then whatever happened, and then there was a bunch of stuff, and then the girl came over, and the cops showed up, and were like, "Don't do it again." And it was Guerrera, and then the mom went over there to apologize. Oh, but even Stevens seen on a camera, because his friend that's what happened. His friend escaped or whatever. I can't remember who was chasing him. And in the video they seen in the vent, they had a look in the vent and seen a face wrapped in saran wrap. Well, not saran. I know saran wrap's wrapped in something, cellophane. And because this video is not sponsored by saran wrap, so I just don't know if you can say it. It's not sponsored by cellophane.
We'll bleep it out.
Can you bleep that out?
We can bleep it out.
Okay. And then and the mom went over and was like, oh, whatever, said whatever, and fucking he smashed her head, and it seemed right away, smashed her head, hit the Asian guy was over there again for some reason, I think. I can't remember. He was, wherever the Asian guy was, that guy hit him with a bat, and then was the fight scene was at even Stevens' house, and then he got past the line, so the cops were there, but Guerrero was oh, whatever, and was eating his burger. so like things like pursued, and even Stevens was at the killer's house looking for his mom, who was downstairs in like a tunnel that he built it reminded me of like a corn maze, but like under the house made of dirt. So like the opposite of a corn maze, I guess, like a dirt maze, like just built underneath the. Which is weird because like if it's just for your own thing, why would you make a maze out of it? Like he could have just had like whatever. So he found his mom and was like cutting his mom free, and then the guy showed up, and even Stevens hit him or whatever, or even Stevens was down to ground, and then his mom grabbed something. I think it was scissors, and yeah, I gave him one in the calf with the scissors, and the guy was whatever, and then gave even Stevens time to get pruning shears, I think they're called, and gave him one in the gut there with the. And Guerrero showed up before that happened and got his neck broke. The killer was hiding behind a wall, and it was really Guerrero walked in and very anticlimactic, and the guy kind of gave him just one of the classic movie neck break, simple. And at the end he got off house arrest early. Which he got out of house arrest early for, we're assuming, solving this murder, but they never really wrapped that up. But he solved the murder and he got his house arrest early. But I mean, just because he solved the murder doesn't mean he did his, he still punched his Spanish teacher. So I didn't really agree. I think that was just bad law or whatever. But then he got to kiss the girl at the end. They kissed or whatever, but they kissed earlier in the movie, and at the end they kissed, and because he was free from house arrest, and that was Disturbia, the movie.